G'day guys, welcome to another layout. Now this one, I've got to say, this is actually, I'm going to preface this in saying that I've actually done two layouts with this cut file. So today and tomorrow you will get two, actually they're not similar, but yeah, I'll show you. You'll know what I mean. Stick with me. Okay, so I've pulled out some just Poppy Crafts white cardstock. It's flat white, no texture, no nothing. So I decided to pull out some of my TCW light and fluffy modeling paste just to add some interest in each corner. Now you can see that I've put some scrapbook.com mint tape down, and that's giving me a 1-inch border that nothing's going to go through or go over, so I can go right up to the edge of this, and I know that it's going to leave me a nice clean crisp border. Now the reason I love this particular, you probably saw right at the very beginning in half a second, my Distress texture paste had gone hard in the jar, and it wasn't that long ago that I opened that, so that was disappointing. But I seem to have lots and lots of luck when it comes to the TCW light and fluffy modeling paste. I love it. It's light, it dries quickly, it's not heavy on your paper, takes colors well, gives you nice texture. You can get it nice and thin if you want it to be nice and thin, so it adds texture but not bulk. So that's the reason I love that one. Now if you watched a video, it was couple of videos ago, I was showing you different ways it's in the tips and techniques videos, and this particular title, I actually made it during that video. And I did mention to you then that at some stage in the coming week or two, you will see this title pop up on a video. Bingo, here it is. This is the one. So I'm actually creating a drop shadow with this cut file. Normally I either cut out the back or back the back of it, or use the letters and raise them up, but today what I wanted to do was create a drop shadow with it. So you can see with the word say at the top, see how I've moved it ever so slightly up to the top left. That leaves me the shadow on the bottom right, and because I moved the entire cut file, the word cheese actually has the same drop shadow on it. So I think it looks pretty cool. Let me know what you think. Is this something you would give a try? Is this something you've never really thought of before? And yeah, I think it adds something to this layout. I think it looks cute. Now, the photos that I'm actually scrapbooking on this layout, I don't have them near me, and I scrapped this a little while ago. So I'm going to work this out with you. How about that? So the colours that I used on the title were, they were the Distress Oxide, it was tea dye and ground espresso. No, it was tea dye and walnut stain. Right, so what I'm stamping here with is ground espresso and tea dye just with your Distress Oxides. Now, because the oxides have a pigment and a dye ink, you actually get a little bit of hang time there where they don't dry instantly. So you can go over these with a little bit of, if you wanted to, you could go over them with some embossing powder, and it clings to it quite well. So that's an added bonus to these. Now you can see what I've done there. I've removed my 1-inch border, but now I'm putting it back on, but I'm putting it and I'm running it along where the texture paste is. So obviously that's the edge that I'm running with, and this should give me a nice even space for me to then create my border with. Now, this video's got it's got a cut file in it, it's got texture paste in it. I'm using a stamp. That stamp, I think it was bubbles or circles or something like that. I got it from TEMU, and it was in my one and only TEMU order. And I actually really like it. And in this particular situation, I thought it sort of lent itself in the cheese direction, you know, like Swiss cheese. I didn't do it yellow, which obviously then you would have really thought of cheese, but that's why I chose that stamp out of all my stamps. And the stencil that I used was actually one that's pretty new to me, and it is a DYLUSION's DYALOG stencil. I'm sorry, I just yawned. That was really bad. I'm sorry, I yawned. Apologies. It's a DYLUSION's DYALOG stencil, and it's called Stencil It Again, and it actually comes with 4 sort of small stencils, and they're joined together. I cut them up the center, and I've kept 2 stencils on each piece just so it's easier for me to maneuver. Now, I've run around the outside edge with a 1/4 inch washi tape. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm coming in with some mark making stencils. One of those is PRIMA. It's my secret notes. I love that stamp. I use it so much. When you invest in a product, try and think of a few uses you can get for it. You are never going to believe I've just yawned twice in one video, and it's 9 a.m. Good Lord. I think I need a coffee. Do you think I need a coffee? I reckon I need a coffee. I actually went to bed early last night too. I haven't been feeling well for probably 4 or 5 days now, which is really annoying, but welcome to having a suppressed immune system. When you go down, your body just doesn't bounce back very well. If you know, you know. So basically, I have then pulled out, these are some mark making stencils that I also got from the same TEMU order. They were just cheap little tiny ones. When they're not the clearest stamp, so for a mark making stamp to use in this situation, or with your mixed media layouts, all that sort of bizzo, that they work. That they totally work. But to actually stamp them on a card or whatever, I don't know if they would be clear enough. Like, they're not a clear defined stamp, whereas like the circles, you can see it's really clear. But that's okay, because that's what I wanted around the border, so that was totally fine. Now these photos, this is where you finally understand why I chose the colors that I chose. This was I think a Snapchat filter, and Jen was playing with Gizmo, and she was having a fat old time of it. She was laughing and giggling and carrying on, and it was so funny. Gizmo had no idea what she was laughing at, obviously, because he didn't really have a hat on, nor did he have earrings on, nor did he have sunglasses on. So it was quite funny. And I love it when my kids play. My kids don't have Snapchat or anything like that, or Facebook or Instagram or any of that. Taylor does, obviously. She's 24. She's an adult. But my younger girls, we are very hard and fast on that they don't need that in their lives. It just brings in negativity, and it's just, yeah, they don't need it. So they play on my phone, and obviously then I can see all the photos and stuff because they save them to the roll. And I often say to them, save them to the roll. And you'll notice on my channel, every so often, I'll do some layouts. They might be half a dozen in a row where I've used these photos that they've taken. And purely because, and I've explained this before, I scrapbook every day. Okay. So years down the track, my kids are going to go, Snap what? Oh, do we remember? I imagine Snapchat will be very similar to us 40 plus somethings, very close to 50s. I think it'll be like us looking back at when Atari came out, and oh my God, everyone had to get an Atari, and only one kid on the block got it because no one had the money to buy them. And, you know, or when we'll look back with fond memories of certain things, and Snapchat filters will be one of those things where I reckon the girls will look back at these scrapbook layouts going, okay, that's funny, or that one looked really cute, or that is ridiculous. So anyway, I digress. I'm waffling. Apologies. So all I'm doing here is I like my colors to coordinate perfectly. So if I'm using papers, for instance, if I'm using like Creative Memories papers, I like to use the same. So if it's all out of one collection or one pack, that's what I like to do. Now, because I've made this completely, and I do this a lot, if you're new to my channel, I make my own backgrounds a lot, and by all means, scrap lift to your heart's content. That is why I have it on my channel. I started my channel to get everyone scrapbooking and enjoying the art of not only just the memory keeping, but the creative side of it. You know, you don't just have to put 4 photos on a page with one title and then 3 stickers and move on to the next one. If that's how you scrap, keep doing it. If that's what you want, if that's what you like. But I like to come in and give you a boost of different ideas. And you might take from this one the border. You might take the offset. You might want to do something with you may not have cut files. You might want to look sort of down the track and go, well, maybe I do want to get an electronic cutting machine. I have a Cricut Explore Air 2 and I love it. I did have a Silhouette Cameo, and I'm sure it was user error, but I could not get that thing to work to save my life. I did buy it secondhand, so there could have been something wrong with it, but I'm going to throw it out there that it was all user error. But the Cricut is so easy. It's like using a PC versus a Mac, or a Samsung phone versus an iPhone. You know, I look at a Silhouette versus a Cricut. There's 50-50. To each their own. You do you do what you see as easy. I personally find that the Cricut works best for me. This is a Peartree cut file that I've purchased myself, and I will have it linked in the description below in case you want to do your own, say, cheese, whether it's to do with cheese, whether it's smiling, whether it's a dog that, you know, when dogs smile, Lexi does this all the time. It is hilarious. When they smile and their front teeth show, it's so cute. And she does it all the time. And she does it when I come home. So even if I just duck out, pick the kids up from school and come back, she wags her tail and she's so excited. And she gives me these cheesy little grins. I love them. So, you know, I mean, the cut files are very versatile. I'm just adding some bling. The bling that I'm putting on there, I got from... Where did I get it from? AliExpress. Both of them I got from AliExpress. So I'm going around the outside border with my metallic copper. This is a Creative Memories metallic pen. I have had this for about 15 years, and these pens still go and go and go. So they are some good quality pens. All my CM pens are still going. Actually, I tell a lie. A couple of them, the fine tip markers, they're dead. But, you know, overall, it's all good. So they're great. I really, really, really like them. Now, I'm just going around and just giving a bit more definition to that border. And then I think that is just about me done. So I'm going to do my shameless plug. Please, 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 if you are... I'm down to about 25% of people now that are watching that are not subscribed. Now, subscribing is free. I don't spam you with stuff, but every single day, 6 days a week, I put a video up. 9 times out of 10, there's usually something goes up on a Sunday as well. I also have my Facebook group and my Instagram links in the description below in case you want to check those out. My Facebook is there for you to not only see my layouts, but to share your own, ask questions if you're stuck, if you're wanting to find something, or maybe even find someone to scrap with in your area. They might be on my Facebook group and you might find each other and get along really well. That could work too. So thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, all that sort of thing helps my channel out. And once I get up to nearly 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to have a big giveaway. So try and, you know, share my page out there, because once we get up there, girls and guys, we are going to have a nice juicy giveaway again. So I've been working on that in the background. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll chat to you soon. Bye for now.